In the spring of 2022, we bought a 1980 downeaster cutter that was neglected for a decade. We sailed her up north to her new home port on the central coast of California, did a major haul out, and prepped her for blue water cruising. This life is completely new to us, but the dream is far from it, and finally we see it within reach. For the first time ever, we've moved on to Mundial and are continuing to ready her before we set sail. Thanks for joining us as we acquire our sea legs and say goodbye to land life.
So I'm going to stretch out the first stay. I've got anchor there, the stay, get that all stretched out tight, and then we'll give it a little tug, see what happens, and take a quick measurement before I actually pull on it.
Grant's been ascending the mast the last few weeks, taking measurements and splicing Dyneema to build our own rigging. Grant drove to the local parking lot up the street with large eucalyptus trees to use as an anchor so he could drive his 1995 Chevy with the stay attached to the hitch to remove all the stretch.
There's still some constructional stretch to take out of it, but we'll see. It's definitely a lot stiffer than it was. I'm about 2 inches shorter than I thought I was going to be, so with lashings, that'll be okay. Yeah, pretty stoked.
Have decided to plug up all the through bolts on the ceiling here, and some of them are a little harder to get out than others, but you know, little by little. And while the rest of the world or the country is experiencing crazy heat waves, this is Morro Bay. It is quite foggy, but I can still sunburn in the fog, so that's why I'm wearing my hat. Makes things a little difficult to do work because it's always so moist here, but I would much rather have this than a heat wave. So, all right, next I'm gonna try to get this up. I already removed this one. We had some crazy water damage that you could see right here. I just took the headlining out from in our upper cabinet where our cups go. And so it just makes me glad that we're redoing this before we set sail so that we can feel good about no more leaks. Gotta get these plugs out. There. Ash just watches Grant as he leaves the boat and just sits there and waits for him to come back. She's just looking out, waiting for him. Oh, what a life. What a life. Look at this clear isinglass. Well, I don't know if it's isinglass, but it is like clear vinyl, and Ruben did it, and it's so much nicer than the stuff we had before. You can actually see through. Yeah, thanks. That one. This one needs the front one more, or the most aft. So, yeah, thanks. Keep going. Yep, got it, and it's just the first one, most aft. Oh, I got it. Okay, this one's in better shape. Okay, we've made a decision, took off the track slides with the companionway, and we're going to just rebuild them. Because this is splitting, so that won't hold the companionway hatch shut if it's not.
Moisture rot. Oh, there's more moisture rot there. Gosh, why are you looking
While we made a decision to remake the companionway tracks, we had to wait for the hardwood to get into the local hardware store. So per usual, we were on a standstill with one project, but the parts we needed for another one had finally arrived. Grant and his dad, Jerry, just told me there's something called a paint stripper, which I might be able to use instead of sanding. Did our first hardware store run of the day, and I just got some paint stripper, applied it, and now I'm waiting 15 minutes to see if it can strip off this paint that we no longer need on the window frame. And Grant's working on a little side project. Grant was working on a side project while I took the old window frames up to the house to sand and prep for reinstall. I think there's a primer on it that won't let me take off the paint. We decided to rebed all our windows. The deadlights of the cabin on a downeaster are known for being large, almost an icon of the boat. Ours were exactly that, but also had been leaking, so we've been slowly working at replacing them this summer. We originally were going to use 291 LOT, but then decided to go with Sikaflex 295. With just shy of a couple months until our goal departure date, we have what seems like dozens of projects halfway done, mostly because of waiting on parts or trying to find time and space to complete them. We've made Grant's parents' house our second home for some of the bigger projects that need space and are lucky enough to shower there on evenings when the marina bathroom is booked up, or we don't want to shower on Mundial and risk mold growth due to the dampness in the bay. The days seem to go by so fast this week as we start more projects than we finish. We try our best to take time out of the day and admire the other boats or enjoy a walk on the sandspit together. Another project we really wanted to start before we set sail was to make a stack pack, or at least take measurements down, like I'm doing here. The one on the example said he got 60, 62.
We're going up to that.
Yeah.
Where is the end?
Very end of the threads, even the loose ones.
$96.5.
Okay.
They were all much smaller, but up to 20.
Just finished measuring the soon-to-be stack pack, hopefully, that I watched a YouTube video on Sailboat, and they had instructions, and got my measurements, and then I made a cute little drawing, and yeah, on to the next task. Grant's getting busy with something down there. I don't know what. It was time to fill up the water tanks and head back to the ball and install the handrails. We removed the handrails a couple weeks prior, and I sanded them and oiled them last week, and now it was finally time to bed them, since our bedding material arrived in the mail. Definitely the prep work takes the most time. Now I'm put masking tape on the actual deck, and now I'm going to tape the handrails so we don't have any like spludge out, is that the word he uses? Onto the handrails. I just got done from taping all the handrails to get ready to bed them, and I'm gonna go check out what Grant's been doing. Babe, this looks so good.
Well, it doesn't even have the doors on it.
Yeah, but I have a headboard. This looks really good. Good job, hon. I love it. And did you laminate these?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and this is just masking tape to hold up the... We're gonna have sliding doors here, I think. So he put the sliders on. Yay! Now my pillow won't fall off. This is amazing. This is epic! Good job, hon. I love it. Okay, come on, Ash. Come on up. You can't get me up here. Oh, come on, Ember. Yay! They don't claw my face anymore.
You still have the opportunity.
This is great. I love it. Thanks, hon. Happy wife, happy life. That's what they say, right? Teamwork also makes the dream work, they say. We got to finish up bedding the handrails. We used 291 LOT Sikaflex for bedding. We've realized that taping beforehand is much easier than trying to clean up afterward. Go out a little bit. Okay. Saying I have to go through the treasure trove. You want me to come down and help? Another thing that's causing us some setbacks is how unorganized the boat is. Living in a tiny space while also projecting is difficult, especially when things don't always have a home yet. That's something we're slowly working on. We just finished the starboard side, the handrail here, and very happy with how it turned out. Now I just got to do the wood plugs next.
I'm gonna start working on pulling out another window. I pulled that one out and redid it, and this one, it's time for this one to come out. You can see our beautiful lack of headliner and everything, but I'd rather have no leaks than a pretty interior, and so we're working on rebedding everything on the cabin top, and in order to get to it, you had to remove the headliner. Oh well, staples it all rusted out from leaking. I'm gonna go outside and pull the beauty ring on the window, and then it takes forever to try to take the old silicone out. But we'll do that, and we'll make a template, make another window, get it all prepped, and maybe get it in. Where the screw holes are. Based upon all of this moisture and sand and dirt and stuff that's in here, I'd say that really wasn't sealed anymore. I guess 2 pieces is better though. A jillion pieces.
Thanks for watching, and see you all next week.